Welcome to this chapter on input, output devices as well as understanding the different types of memories, that is the main memory, secondary storage and so on. In the following videos, a lot of discussion is going to happen on different input devices, output devices as well as the memory, the main memory, the secondary memory as well as RAM, ROM and so on. But it's really important to understand the most frequent input device you're going to use, which is the keyboard. A lot of you use the keyboard but do not have a good idea about how the different parts or how the keyboard is designed or how to use different keys of the keyboard. I am assuming a lot of you are new to computer science without any background. So if you look at this, let's go through this color combination. So if you see here, this QWERTY, all these keys are typically also found on your typewriters, the old-fashioned typewriters, which a lot of you may not even have seen. You can see it in chord compound and so on. So this is example of the alphabetical keys which are there on most of the typewriters. These are also the keys you can normally see on your typewriters. So these are normal character keys. So you have numbers 1 to 0 here. Then you have special symbols like dollar, percentage, caret, ampersand, star, round parenthesis, plus, equal to and so on. Now, let us say I want to access the number 1, 2, 3. I can simply press this key 1 or 2 or 3, you will get the number. But suppose I want to type dollar, percent or caret. Now you have to decide how do you activate those. So what you have to do is you have to hold this key called as the shift key. You will see this particular key where this plus sign is there. You have to press and hold that and then type this, any of these numbers 3, 4 or 5. You will get the characters of the top line. So if you have to get any of these top line characters, here you can see at the rate, tilde, flower bracket, you have to press and hold this shift key and then touch that key. So you will get whatever are the characters in the top line. Then if you see, there are certain important characters. Every time you enter data or instructions or anything, or you want to go to the next line, you press enter. This is the enter key. If you want to correct the previous character, whatever you have typed, you can use the backspace key. Now, this huge key is spacebar, because after every word you are going to use the spacebar. So enter and spacebar are going to be the most frequently used keys in your keyboard. Now, let us say you have to use numbers very frequently and you want to do calculations very fast. Then on the right side, you have something called as the numeric keypad. So here if you see, you got the nums lock. If you press this nums lock, you will see this particular light coming on. Once this light comes on, this keypad will function only with numbers. If this light is off, then this keypad functions for going up, down, left, right, going a page up, going a page down. The enter key will work whether the nums lock is on or off. Now normally the keypad, when you switch it on, everything gets typed in lowercase. But if you press this caps lock key, you will see this light glowing here. You will see a light coming on here. Everything you type is going to come in uppercase. Now, if you want to move up and down, you can use this particular keys also. These are the navigation keys. Then these are again navigation keys. If you want to go to the top of the page, bottom of the page, you want to go to the beginning of the document, end of the document and so on. Now, some of the keys here, you will see the Windows logo on most of the machines, assuming you are using the Windows operating system on your machine. So these keys have a special meaning when used with that particular operating system. Now function keys are a special kind of keys. Usually you have between F1 to F12, where they are programmed or made to do certain things. Like if you want to say, when you're working in Word, if you are working in a particular document, if you want to save, by pressing F2, whatever you're typing is going to be saved. So function keys can be thought about as shortcut keys which can do multiple things. They are already programmed when they come to be used by us, but you can also modify their programming and go ahead and change them to do the functions you really want. So just be sure you take a look at this keyboard and try to make sense of different things, because you should really know how to use the keyboard before you can start typing the program. Fortunately, most of these keys are also available on your modern Android or Apple phones. So you should be familiar with most of the keys. I believe the function keys would not be available on your mobile phones. but rest of these keys which are very frequently used are going to be there. So please make it a point to understand the working of the keyboard. In the subsequent section, we shall be talking about the different types of keyboard. But right now, just wanted to give you an idea about the keyboard and different function, because it's simply the most important input device along with the mouse. And the keyboards are generally 95 to 108 keys depending upon the application and where you are going to use it.